Imagine walking through an ancient grassland millions of years ago. Suddenly you hear heavy footsteps behind you. You turn around expecting to see a large mammal, but instead you come face to face with a bird. Not just any bird, but one standing over 8 feet tall, armed with a massive hooked beak and built to hunt. This was the terror bird, one of the most fearsome predators to ever walk the earth. Despite its terrifying name, the terror bird was not a dinosaur. It belonged to a family of giant flightless birds called the forest racids. These incredible animals lived mostly in South America after the dinosaurs disappeared, during a time when mammals were beginning to dominate the planet. For millions of years, they ruled the landscape as top predators. Some species stood more than 8 feet tall and weighed several hundred pounds. Their long, powerful legs made them incredibly fast. Scientists believe many species could outrun most of the animals they hunted. Instead of wings built for flight, they had strong bodies designed for speed, balance, and power, but perhaps their most impressive weapon was their enormous beak. Unlike the beak of an eagle or a hawk, the terror bird's beak was thick, deep, and sharply hooked at the tip. Rather than chasing prey through the air, it likely used powerful downward strikes to injure or kill its victims. Some researchers believe repeated blows from the beak could have been devastating. South America was very different at that time. Large mammal predators were rare, giving the terror bird an opportunity to become one of the continent's dominant hunters. It probably preyed on small and medium-sized mammals, reptiles, and other animals that shared its environment. For millions of years, few predators could challenge it. Scientists continue to debate exactly how these birds hunted. Some believe they relied mainly on speed, quickly chasing down prey across open grasslands. Others think they may have been patient ambush hunters, waiting for the perfect moment before launching a sudden attack. Either strategy would have made them formidable predators. Although they looked intimidating, terror birds were more than just powerful hunters. Like many modern birds, they probably had excellent eyesight, allowing them to detect movement from long distances. Their brains were relatively large for birds of their size, suggesting they may have been more intelligent than many people expect. One of the most famous species was Kelenkin, which possessed the largest bird skull ever discovered. Its skull alone measured over 2 feet long. Looking at it today, it is easy to understand why these birds earned such a frightening reputation. Eventually, however, the world began to change. Around 3 million years ago, North and South America became connected by land. This allowed new predators, including large cats, bears, and canids, to enter South America. Competition increased, ecosystems changed, and over time the terror birds disappeared forever. Still, their story did not end with extinction. Birds are living dinosaurs, and although modern birds are very different, the terror bird reminds us of just how extraordinary bird evolution can be. It filled the role of a giant land predator without needing sharp claws like a dinosaur or massive canine teeth like a mammal. The terror bird may be gone, but its fossils continue to reveal new secrets. Every discovery helps scientists better understand how these remarkable hunters lived, hunted, and survived for millions of years. They remain one of evolution's most fascinating experiments, proving that some of the most terrifying predators in Earth's history did not have scales and teeth alone. Sometimes they had feathers. For millions of years, these remarkable birds stood at the top of their ecosystem. They proved that evolution can produce incredible predators in many different forms. You do not need sharp teeth or massive claws to dominate the landscape. Speed, intelligence, powerful legs, and a devastating beak were more than enough. Even today, paleontologists continue to discover new fossils and learn more about these extraordinary birds. Every new discovery helps us better understand how they hunted, how they lived, and how they adapted to a world very different from our own. Although many mysteries remain, one thing is certain: the terror bird was unlike anything alive today. When we think about prehistoric predators, our minds usually jump to dinosaurs, giant crocodiles, or saber-toothed cats. Yet one of history's greatest hunters was simply a bird. It reminds us that nature often creates creatures far stranger than anything we could imagine. If these giants had survived into the modern world, our understanding of birds would be completely different. They would stand alongside lions, tigers, and bears as some of the planet's most iconic predators. Fortunately for us, they disappeared thousands of years before humans spread across the Americas. Yet their legacy remains preserved in stone, waiting for scientists to uncover another piece of their story. Every fossil reminds us that Earth's history is filled with astonishing animals, many of which are still waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of incredible creatures, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next adventure on Planet Creatures. Because Earth's history and the animals that still walk it today are far stranger than fiction,